Hey everyone, this is Austin, and welcome back to another review. And I know I usually do this review on Fridays, but Saturdays are going to be the new day because stuff is starting to get a little more hectic with everything going on. But anyway, so last episode of Rent a Girlfriend, we kind of saw Mimi kind of being this monster of sorts, a liar and a manipulator, and it played very well in that. But going to the newest episode, so we kind of have a whole introduction or a backstory to how, Mimi and Kazuya kind of became a couple, and it was actually Kazuya's friend that introduced, each other to them. And I do like how Kazuya did make the common mistake that most people do, and in general, I'm not going to even say just to guys, but the whole confusing, the whole love and whole lust thing. And that's a very important thing a lot of people actually get mixed up in this entire world, because they're like, oh, I actually really love this person. No, if you really don't, half the time, if it's that, like, within a month, it's not real, and you really care about the person, and you may want something more, or there is people in the rare case that actually do. It's one of those, rare cases kind of thing, but it's not very common to happen. But I do like how we kind of, saw who asked who out, and it was Kazuya. He kind of stepped up to the plate for that one, which kind of surprised me. But later in the episode, we kind of hear how he kind of asked out a girl 3 times, the same one, and got rejected all within the same month. I'm just like, that man, he's got stones, to say the least, to do that kind of stuff. But anyways, continue on. We get a little background information about, Mimi and how she's been into relationships in high school that ended immediately, which, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, if a girl's up front with that, that's respectable, but that is a huge red flag, my boys. Don't go into that, because it's going to be bad for you. Or you can try to be a hero. Don't be a hero, I'm going to be honest. But, yeah, it's interesting how she was upfront about that, because most won't tell you the truth. I'm going to be honest with you, with the experience I have. They'll say that, oh, I've been in a relationship for almost a year long, and 2 years, and it's their actions prove otherwise. It's usually with their actions you can tell if they've been in the playing field that long. But anyways, I did like how Mimi acted like nothing happened, kind of showing how manipulative she is, and with the stark contrast of Kazuya, that's kind of really struggling to hold his poker face about what just happened. And it just shows that really nice contrast, which I think in this anime so far has been very good about showing the extreme sides of both sides. And we kind of have, Chizuru in the middle of, oh, this is just how it's going to be kind of thing. But anyways, we get a little information too about, Kazuya's grandmother. Supposedly she's going to be discharged soon, which, kind of is going to either lead into a very, very complicated situation, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen, considering that the series is only at episode 4, because it's Rent a Girlfriend, and we probably have other girls too, but it's going to be spicy regardless. Or they're going to just, end everything with the relationship, Chizuru and Kazuya, and it's going to be interesting. And I do kind of have to say, I like the whole self-reflection that Kazuya has about knowing what he's doing isn't actually right. And that's a very nice thing to have, especially with, doing things or doing things in general that isn't right, but you kind of have to make someone feel better. White lies in a sense, or half truths. But anyways, I do also like seeing that Chizuru is an honest, good person, along with honestly, just in general, going with Kazuya's lies that never end, and it just shows how wonderful she is. And Kazuya actually mans up and tells everyone how him and Chizuru are going to break up. And I'm going to be honest here, I'm really happy he spoke up about their relationship, but you're going to some advice here, keep that behind closed doors, because it's disrespectful and distasteful to open up to the public about that. But I do like that his friend Kie started calling him out for what he did, and I'm very glad that he did that, because it's just, you need those kind of friends that call you out on stuff like that. I know I have friends that do that, a very good friend actually, and it's just, we need those kind of people in our life to keep us balanced and to stop us from doing even worse stuff. But it's just, that kind of stuff is interesting. But I mean, he spoke the truth about how Kazuya is still stuck on his ex, and it's not fair to Chizuru. And I'm gonna be honest, you're never get into relationships if you're not over or recovered at a good amount from the last one, because you're gonna hurt each party in the thing, and it's just not fair. And I'm gonna be honest, he's the MVP of this episode, and he called out for leading her on, well, Kazuya on, and I do like in the whole thing how Chizuru does defend Kazuya, and it just shows how wonderful she is, and she talks about how her grandmother also is getting discharged soon, which is going to be interesting. I do like the kind of bittersweetness of this kind of scene, and it's going to be the end of the rental thing, and I really, really love her personality, because she just always tries to comfort Kazuya no matter how bad he is, and I really have to say I like this kind of mixture of, we know what Kazuya is doing isn't right, regardless of anything, but he has someone in his corner, and it's kind of nice to have that kind of person. I mean, he can't be upfront with his friends because he's embarrassed that it's going to make him look like a fool, which, I mean, yeah, renting a girlfriend, that doesn't look that great, to be honest, but at least it's not, going to the other district, to say the least, not to name names and have YouTube come after me, but it's interesting to see how everything is kind of intertwining and spinning around constantly, and just, it kind of makes the drama in this anime just enjoyable, in my opinion. I don't know about your opinion, the viewers. Tell me in the comments down below, but anyways, this next actual scene kind of got me worried. I'm like, oh, is this going to get really, really spicy? Because I saw, Kibe wanting to talk to Chizuru about the whole breakup, and he actually was a real friend. And I want to be honest, I'm still on the whole thing of, if he knew about his ex being there, he should have just said, dude, do not come here with your girlfriend. But he kind of is making up for it, regardless, because, we're not perfect as humans, but we kind of get a backstory of, Kazuya and him, and the whole plant thing, which is kind of funny, and he kind of just speaks really nice things about Kazuya, and he's happy that he found Chizuru, and he really stuck out for him. And it makes me appreciate the friends I have made, because it's just, I've had that happen. Some friends actually do speak to some people that I have to be done, kind of thing. That a friend should know that you're not able to do it yourself. But anyways, we see that the ferry ride is their last time together, so it seems, we all know that's not going to happen, because this anime must go on, the drama must go on. But I feel bad for poor Chizuru. She's actually really sick, and I'm going to be honest, going on my anime list, seeing that Mimi's having a lot of, it just grew in a couple of days, has me very concerned. But I want to talk about that towards the end. But I love Chizuru's words, if there's something you want, you have to go all out to claim it for yourself. And I do like that she quite doesn't understand the situation that Kazuya's in, which kind of shows that she's not perfect. But those are pretty good words, because you never want to half anything. You want to go all out, because it kind of shows that you have passion for it. I mean, in the end of all things, Chizuru is a human, and she doesn't really know that Kazuya is getting played hard by her, but she probably just is going to let him watch and let him learn, kind of thing. And I love how Kazuya tried to, cheer up Chizuru, but it seems that she's kind of developed feelings finally for him, and what he said to her was really painful. Or I think I could have misread the situation. What do you think, guys? But we see Kazuya now gets hit with a huge turning point of either spend time with, Mimi-chan or Chizuru, and we see Chizuru fall off the boat, and this guy dropped everything to go and save her, and it just, this right here made me realize that he does like her. It's not that fake feeling that we had in the beginning. He's actually having feelings within himself for her, kind of blossoming very slowly, and it's kind of beautiful in my opinion. But he jumped right off to save her, and I'm going to be honest, he made the good choice, because somehow fate has spun him to protecting him from what's going to happen. And I really do not like Mimi-chan, because she's very evil and manipulative, and seeing the fact that people on my anime list actually started to favor her more is kind of concerning, because it just makes me worry about people that get into relationships. They're gonna find the girl just like her and get hurt, but hey, in the end of the day, it's their choice. But anyways, guys, what did you think of this episode? Isn't Chizuru like the best girl so far, and an angel? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you next week on the next review. This has been Austin, and I am signing out. Peace.